Good Monday morning.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Welcome to EXTOL Unfiltered, caffeinated by NWSB. I'm Angie Fenton. This, of course, is meteorologist Peine on this wet, wintry-ish.
Kind of garbage outside right now.
Yeah.
Cold rain is like my least favorite. I always say that. Like, there's nothing good about a cold rain.
But it was more than that, at least at my house.
Yeah, had some sleet mix in. Yeah, thankfully the roads were good for me when I was driving in this morning. But there's still a winter weather advisory until 10 o'clock for a few of our counties in southern Indiana. But for the most part, any wintry weather impacts would be gone very quickly. And then we're going to be talking about a warm and wet week ahead. So
warm, I can get down with, but wet week ahead. I'm going to go ahead and just throw up your 7-day forecast here. Yeah, let's do this.
Chilly rain today. We have temperatures in the 40s for this afternoon. We're in the 30s right now, so definitely bundle up a little bit, grab the umbrella, keep the umbrella around for the rest of this week. But again, it is going to be more spring-like. We're looking at 60s tomorrow afternoon, then 70s and well into the 70s for later on this week, especially on Friday. I think it'll stay mild into the weekend. We might pick up, 1 to 3 inches of rainfall total by the end of this week with higher amounts over central Indiana. With that said, we've got a 4-inch rainfall deficit for this year. So it's actually, I guess, not horrible that we get rain chances. But as I always say this time of the year, if it gets warmer, it's likely going to get wetter. It's getting wetter. So every day there is at least a rain chance. I'm not calling like a washout every day.
Okay, so it's
but
not
just
that
some
kind of
rain
week.
here and there. Yeah.
But it just said 77 degrees on Friday.
Yeah, and we may continue this warm pattern into next week as well.
So okay, I know, been on a limb. Are we going to see another big winter storm?
I doubt it. This time of the year, we get later in March, the sun angle is getting higher, we're overall getting warmer, so low chances of that. What I would be concerned about is if we start to get more into a flooding concern like we were last year.
Oh gosh, yes.
But last year we had 10 inches of rain up to today's date. We've only had, I think, 3 inches. So a big difference in rain amount so far compared to last year.
Okay.
But yeah, grab the umbrella. It's kind of gross.
Grab the umbrella. Yeah. I know. Isaac Sagesser, who's behind the camera, and also we have Ian Coleman, who's here behind the camera, and Jason Applegate. Isaac and I were talking downstairs while I was getting ready, and we both heard whatever it was, sleeting, I guess, hitting. But I went outside to let the dogs out, and the dogs were like, whoa, when they pull on the brakes, and they were like, wait, no, wait. This. But two of them are golden retrievers, and then they're like, "Oh, let's go."
Yeah, why not?
So
I was a little concerned because I've got a little 2-wheel drive car that I'm driving, so I just didn't. We've got hills in our neighborhood, and if we get just a little bit, you're not getting out. But roads were good for me.
Yeah, it was just wet. Yeah. It was just wet. Well, once again, good Monday morning. This is EXTOL Unfiltered, caffeinated by NWSB. We're glad you're here. One of the most favorite things Ben and I talk about is when people will leave comments. Where are you watching from? So let us know in the comments. And then we have guests today that we're excited to be able to have with us talking about some wonderful upcoming events. But first of all, talk about a wonderful event that we're going to continue talking about. Ben, I'll let you take it away since you live in Borden.
Oh, yeah. The Lady Braves here, the Los Bravos, the Borden Braves. They won state in 1A Saturday morning. And then what's crazy is right after that, Eastern High School, right down the road, same conference, they won state in 2A. And they stayed around, all the Borden folks stayed around, supported both schools. Our McKenna Mullen, one of the players there.
And she is, if you look on the screen, she's number
second from the
5.
Right. Yeah, number 5.
That's McKenna Mullen. She's our intern from Prosser, also goes to Borden as well. We love, and actually we miss her a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That's why I've got the shirt on. This is a Borden Braves shirt, by the way. This is volleyball, though. But my daughter, Hannah, she played travel basketball with several of those players. Yeah. So I've seen these girls come up from a young age, and obviously my son goes to school with them. So exciting times back to back.
I was going to say back to back, though. This was,
so awesome, yeah. And then they got the fire trucks and the police cars out and got ushered in when they came back. So very cool stuff.
Very, very cool stuff. Yeah. All right, we were just talking about this wet, wintry-ish morning. Ben says it's going to be wet and warmer. 77 on Friday is kind of blowing my mind. But you've been keeping track of, is it March?
Oh, yeah. Well, it was Marge. Marge was out in front on Market.
I got it,
Snow
in
Mountain March.
downtown New Albany.
We had a service
Okay.
for Marge last week. She was gone.
We had a
She's
Marge
in the
is
Ohio
gone.
River now. But this is, my wife took this one on the left. This is Merle at Meyer. That's Marge's brother, Merle is what I'm calling him. You wouldn't believe how many people have come up to me on the street and be like, how's Marge doing? Like, I didn't think it was going to be this
I
thing.
do believe it. I do believe it.
You know,
You turned Marge the snow pile into a living character, but
a weird
this is
thing
Merle.
we're doing here. And then on the right, whatever you want to call that, Gary and Janet Hutchins, they watch our show. That's at JC and Corden, that big pile on the right. So we're still tracking
So
the
there's
snow pile.
still.
And there's actually, this time of year in March, we're starting to get some wild flowers starting to grow up. There's some
Yep.
crocuses. So you got snow piles and you got flowers at this time of year. It's kind of a weird month.
I love that. We're going to go to the comments for a minute. Now, this is fun. Hang on a second. David Crumster says,
Hey, good
good
morning,
morning,
David.
Ben. But hang on a second. But Katie Monk says, good morning, Angie. Good morning to you both.
we'll
And then Gina, I love Gina. Good morning, good people.
Hey, both of us.
Thank you. Like we said before, we love when people leave comments. Tell us where you are. Tell us how your morning's going. Show us your weather, right?
Yep. Yeah, let us know what you're seeing.
We're talking right now just about our weekends. We've got a couple of guests today we'll bring on in just a minute, but I don't get to actually talk to Ben because, Sundays are kind of sacred and family time. I worked
Busy.
and by choice and wanted to. We've got a busy week and I wanted to start the week without Sunday scaries. But Ben submitted some photos and we've got our team behind us. So I don't know what's happening here other than
Yeah, I like it. We don't prepare here.
Ben has a baby.
I mean, we prepare, but we don't prepare.
But now we have help. Because I kind of like this. Ben, why do you have a baby? When did you have a baby?
So that's not my baby, but it's
sure
it's
looks
a new
like
member
it.
to our family, our crew. So this is the first time I've held a baby that small since Brady 17 years ago. So I was like extra protective, I guess,
Yeah.
And then that's the parents in the background. So those are my niece and nephew there. So Garrett and Hannah's baby. That's
Another Hannah.
Hannah's in the background there. That baby is Parker Wren, which I love that name.
Oh, I love that.
Because they
name,
love
too.
birds and everything. And
Yes.
so Parker Wren, Rennie, or Sis, is they're calling her. So yeah, we drove to Richmond, Indiana Friday, came back Saturday, got to do a quick visit there. So very, very special indeed. So, and I will say, Parker Wren is a lot like Hannah when she was a baby, and it brought back a little PTSD of just you're feeding the baby, gas drops, getting her to stop crying, all that stuff. And Hannah was just like that. But then she settled down and she was happy
okay.
and all that stuff. But Brady was just a happy baby.
How did that feel holding a baby again?
It was like just special, I guess I would say. Yeah, it's like you forget how small they are and their tiny little fingers and toes. So
You look really comfortable. Well, congrats to your family. Oh, what a beautiful name.
yeah, it's exciting, And then that same day we go to war with Iran. So at least there was some joy that day.
Yes. Thinking of our men and women in the service.
Yeah, no doubt. I do have a family member
Absolutely.
that is getting transferred a couple hours from Israel because of this. So all of our servicemen and women, we're thinking about them.
Absolutely. It's a scary time with that. Totally switching gears on that. So my daughter, Olive, played, she had a soccer tournament this weekend with her SIU team, Go Girls. They did a great job.
Good.
And played like a team. It's that season. So we have a Friday night game over at Lynn Family Vision and Training Center. Awesome. Lou City Racing's training facility is, amazing. But it's Friday night, 6:00. We're going to get rained out, Ben?
Maybe not.
Okay.
It's
But
supposed to be like 77.
it is fun to play in the mud.
Yeah, so
We'll
they
see.
can slide around on their knees and stuff.
Yes, but they also had the opportunity, her basketball team, her coaches, Coach Tolbert and Coach Baker, they were able to secure seats for the girls, for the whole team, to see the last season game for the University of Louisville women's basketball
cool.
team, Coach Walls. It was a close loss to Notre Dame. And this They're the girls right there. They go. There's actually more of them. They go down a line.
Look at all that red.
And,
Yeah.
and Fairmont, where she goes, they're red as well. So Olive's wearing.
Yeah.
Olive is the number 2, giving the peace sign right there. But
That's a big weekend.
they were on the jumbotron. So,
Oh, really?
I mean, like, her day has been made. I mean,
never
never
made
mind
it
that
on the
this kid has a
Jumbotron.
segment that, it's on TV and stuff, but she was on the Jumbotron.
That's awesome.
And she said multiple times, so thank you to the University of Louisville and whoever was wielding that camera at the Yum Center yesterday. You made a bunch of little girls feel really special.
So basketball's over. Spring is soccer season.
So it's
for all
soccer
of now?
season now.
right.
Yes, and they're just ramping up. So
Yeah.
we're getting started. Then over the weekend, also really excited about this. We talked about it last week. We are now fronting the show This is Southern Indiana, Sundays after the 11 p.m. news on WOKY. We feel very, very fortunate. And I would love for a second to be able to give a shout out to the majority of the team that's really behind that. You'll see in that top corner is Todd Prinz, who's videographer. By the way, that picture was taken by our youngest member of the Extol team, Olive Applegate.
Oh, really?
I think he uses it for his LinkedIn profile picture.
And by the way, I worked with Todd for like 15 years.
At WHS 11,
Yep.
yeah, he's an ace in the hole. We just love Todd. So Todd has done a lot of work, and then moving down in the glasses with the camera, that would be actually both 2 of them have glasses, but on his knees there taking a picture. That's Jason Applegate. Of course, he's
Look how flexible he
co-owner.
still is.
he
Such an
You'd be
athlete.
surprised. That's right. Co-owner of Extol, but also jack of all trades and out there. Can talk to anybody. And then Adam Kleiner, who is our creative director, who is an amazing artist. And then if you go up to the foursome right there, starting from, I don't even know on the screen, but down closest to me is Isaac Sagesser. And then on the other side of me in the Extol shirt is videographer Colin Wood. And then Grant Vance, who's our producer director of This is Southern Indiana. So, I mean, it's truly, truly a team effort. And I'm going to just throw up the quick promo to this first inaugural episode of This is Southern Indiana on WOKY. This is Southern Indiana. Watch This is Southern Indiana Sunday nights on WLKY after the 11 o'clock news.
I like the guitar.
So that's Grant. Grant Vance put that together. You can tell by the music even Grant did that, but that's Sunday nights. And
Man, that takes a team. I
it
don't know how you
does
guys
take a
do
team.
That
It
looks
does
really
take a
good.
team. And it's been exciting. So here we go with that.
Now, I might not be staying up that late, but it's on the app.
Well, so it is on the Very Local is an app that's owned by, and I hope I get this right, Hearst, which owns the CBS channels, and it is on the Very Local app. And then I know it'll be up on the WLKY website, and eventually over the next week, we will be sharing it as a stream as well as the individual segments. So,
And like we said last week, if you have story ideas
oh my gosh, reach
here in
out.
Southern Indiana, drop them in the comments
Yes, reach out,
or
reach
email.
out.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go to some comments. Speaking of, ooh, hang on a second. There. Hi, Miss Marissa, Coach Marissa. That's
Hey, good morning, Marissa.
That's Olive's basketball coach, who with Coach Baker, just an impressive woman, and just a great heart. I'll let you take this one with Scott
Hey,
Caesar.
Scott Caesar, good morning. I was just in Shelbyville, Kentucky, and had my midterm today. When I came back out to my truck in 2 hours, I had ice on the running boards of my truck and almost busted my butt. And he did the polar bear plunge with me.
I love you, Scott.
In
But
Deem Lake, not last weekend, but the weekend before. He's a trooper.
you are a trooper.
Thanks for the weather report and that ground truth. What's happening out there?
And watch yourself.
Yeah.
And I mean, we don't want you to fall and hurt yourself, but if you have video of the slip,
That's my favorite. My wife's video, falling videos.
I can send
She
those to
cracks
you.
up. Oh, that's her favorite.
Sarah's favorite? Oh, Sarah, you and I just became besties. All right. Shirley Frazier says, good morning, Ben and Angie. Have an amazing day. Hope you packed your umbrellas.
Well,
Do you carry one?
typical as a meteorologist, I always forget it. Yeah, I always forget an umbrella. I always tell people to grab your rain gear, and I just never do.
You're just out there running in between drops.
Just raw dogging it out there.
That's oh, I can't. Okay. Gina says great pictures. Well, thank you, Gina. Again, if you have any comments, we always love when people share comments with us. In just a moment, we're going to take a look at our event of the week. But it's Monday, so you know what that means. Time for Ready, Set, Prepped.
Hey, I'm Peggy, chef and owner here at Ready Set Prepped. We make fresh meals every day. Hot meals made to order, favorites like our taco bowl, street corn chicken, buffalo bowls, and Hawaiian chicken, along with wraps, cold meals, and weekly meal prep. Everything's made fresh right here in New Albany. No cooking, no guesswork. Real food, made fresh, ready when you are.
That is, I mean, Collinwood, Grant Vance, they knocked it out of the park.
Tasty.
Knocked it out of the park with that commercial there. Now, we always love to share our event of the week presented by Rasmussen Chiropractic. And this week, we got a personal connection to this. It's the Clark County Comic, Collectibles, and Toy Show. That's on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if it's wet, it does not matter because it's at the Radisson Hotel. I love how they say just across the bridge. That's for those of you over in Kentucky. Sponsored by Mad Comics, which is out of Sellersburg, and that's 505 Marriott Drive in Clarksville. And our own Adam Kleiner will be at that show and exhibiting. So
yeah, buy some of his beautiful artwork.
Oh my gosh, he is so talented.
And it's a variety, so check it out.
It is definitely a variety. So that's our event of the week presented by Rasmussen Chiropractic. But Ben, we also, and I know you've been talking about this, Jessica's Journey.
So April 4th, that's jessicasjourneyfoundation.com. You can sponsor a table, you can get tickets. They've got the Juice Box Heroes. This is, again, April 4th, so you've got time. Mark it on your calendar. Melwood Arts Center in Louisville. And so Jessica passed away in 2024, and this is going to benefit some of the things that she loved and were close to her heart, Pause with a Purpose. And also, you know, they've got drinks and food trucks, and it's going to be a good time. So it's the second annual so far. So you can learn more again there at jessicasjourneyfoundation.com.
And I didn't know this when we had Don and Teresa Robinson with us last week. Of course, the Juice Box Heroes. I mean, we love them. They're like family. But the Suburbans have an Indiana connection as well. Had no idea about that. So looking forward to it. But now, this is a save the date. Get your tickets today. The Phillies Derby Ball presented by Courtesy Cadillac is coming up already. I cannot believe it. On Saturday, March 28th at the Omni. It's going to be an incredible, beautiful, beautiful night. And we're lucky to have the Phillies president, Shannon Adkins, who is joining us this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Shannon.
How are you?
We are doing really well. Yes, really, really well. Thank you for making the trek across the river to come and see us.
I love Southern Indiana.
Well, we're
Especially, I wish the weather was more beautiful today, but you still
That's
made it
another
out. Still
story.
made it
Come
out
on,
to
Ben.
Albany. We
Come on.
appreciate that.
The weather gods.
Well, Shannon, we want to talk about the Phillies ball because, I mean, we love a good theme, and I'll have you talk about that. But first and foremost, the Phillies are rooted in deep history.
Since 1959 is when we were first organized, and we're a volunteer organization of 250 members. We're all about contributing, volunteering, supporting the Kentucky Derby Festival. Therefore, the funds from our Phillies Derby Ball, which is the 68th Derby Ball, the ball that starts it all, is all the proceeds benefit the foundation, the Kentucky Derby Festival Foundation, and that allows us to contribute funds and support programs such as Justice Fest that just happened this past weekend. I mean, it was incredible to be around like 300 or more students with projects that they felt a need in their community, and they're trying to make it happen, and we're trying to support that. But also things like Robo Rumble. But we're just here to support our kids, our community, and promote the festival, which is free family events. Our community needs family-friendly events, and they're just so fun.
So March 28th, it is the kickoff before the kickoff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Very cool.
So what happens at the Phillies ball? Because most of us, I mean, we get to see these beautiful young women who are, I mean, so accomplished, but it's a really big deal.
It really is for us, especially because the importance of what it benefits, but also just giving our business community and leaders something very, very fun and fascinating. And there's a lot of mystery this year. You know, you're going to be transported to Venice during Carnival.
Ooh,
so this is the Royal Masquerade. And we say royal because this is where our Derby Queen will be crowned by a spin of the wheel.
So it's random, which is really pretty cool. I did a deep dive on was it something like over 100 applicants, and then the Derby princesses. So when I talk about, you know, these beautiful, very accomplished young women, that's who I'm talking about.
Yes.
I mean, I was reading just a snapshot. How in the world do you pick them?
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Every year they are just incredible. I leave the interviews, having met some of them, feeling like quite an underachiever. But they are very accomplished. They are the tops in all that they do, and in their communities, in their schools, and they are leaders already. And I can't wait to see where they go in their future. But how do you decide?
Right.
It is not a pageant. It is strictly interview process. We have out-of-state judges that come in. They were blown away. We had amazing judges, one even from like Delta Airlines, an executive with them. And so, you know, how do you select? So we let fate and by the luck of the spin of the wheel, they'll draw a number as they go onto the stage, and then they'll stand on a platform that's numbered accordingly, and then I'll get the honor of spinning the wheel.
Will they be pretty busy after that?
Oh, they're already busy. They will be appearing at 70 or more appearances in a very, very short period of time.
It's a lot.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot. And I have to say I'm super excited and very grateful you asked me to MC. Ben and I both have, you know, heart causes and things. And so to be asked to do this year it's an honor and a privilege to be able to be a part of it.
Well, it's an honor for us to have you. We thank you so much. You bring something so amazing to our podium and promoting our mission. And thank you so much for agreeing.
But now we need to talk about the important thing, Shannon. What are you wearing?
I
don't know yet.
I'm going to plug right here in New Albany.
I haven't reached out to her
the wonderful
yet.
Brittany
Yes.
at House of K.
Yes.
She has clothed our princess for many years for their white ball gowns and their tiaras. She's just incredible. She's amazing. And she'll be there that night as well, supporting the cause. But we all have to go to House of K and check out the beautiful gowns. I let her select for me.
Ooh, smart. Super
But
smart.
Just, I mean, to the nines, dressed to the nines. It is the Venetian masquerade. So we are all coordinating our masks. And I'm anxious to see what everybody chooses.
Oh, I can't wait.
And Brittany is actually making some as well. If she can do that according to what your dress looks like.
All right, Brittany, I'm going to give you a call after the show. I'm going to need a little help with this because, I mean, I love a good theme.
Yes. And I heard you mention Juice Box Heroes.
Yes.
They will be there.
So
for
many Indiana
for the second
connections.
year.
Wow, yeah.
Absolutely. The dance floor was full all night long, and there could be some surprises. You never know.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be a great time. And tickets. We've got that. We have your website, which, by the way, I really love because you can learn about who the Phillies are.
Yeah.
That website is up on the screen, and people can still buy tickets.
Absolutely. And you can even sign up be a VIP sponsor too.
You can do that.
Very cool
as well.
spot too at the Omni.
Very cool spot. Well, Shannon, we appreciate you. I can't believe. I mean, it's going to be here before we know it.
Going so fast.
But Ben did say he's predicting no big snowstorms.
I hope.
Now what?
Pretty late in the year for it.
It is pretty late.
But it is racing. Speaking of racing, I mean, we got the Phillies coming up, and then right after that, KDF, and April 18th is the Thunder of Louisville.
Yes, it is.
And then I think 61 days till Derby Day.
Oh my
I mean, it's
gosh.
coming.
Oh, it's going to be here. Well, Shannon, thank you for joining us on this wet Monday, but that the Phillies Derby Ball presented by Courtesy Cadillac, and that is on Saturday, March 28th, 2026 at the Omni Louisville Hotel. And again, you can see on your screen right there, you can jump to that website and grab those tickets. The Juice Box Heroes are going to be there on the dance floor.
They are everywhere. They'll keep the party going.
Oh my gosh. We just love them.
I've never been to a masquerade,
Well,
but I think I have one later in May, actually. I'm going
do
to.
you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
More on that later.
Yeah.
I'll get more details on that.
More on that later. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just keep that up on the screen. That's all I'm going to do is just keep that up on the screen today. I'm very excited about that, but also something else that I'm really excited about, and for reasons that will become abundantly clear if they're not already, is Gilda's Club. And not only Gilda's Club in Louisville, which is you just have to go there. You just have to go there. I mean, it's phenomenal. But the fact that Gilda's has done such a great job and such work to extend its reach and include Southern Indiana in it's a really big deal. And so our next event that we're talking about is coming up, and that's Gilda's Senior Prom, which is Friday, March 20th from 4 to 6 p.m. at Gilda's Floyd, which is in New Albany. It's just right down, it's just very close to us, 1218 East Oak Street. And joining us this morning to talk some more about that is Halen Gifford, who is the Southern Indiana Program Director for Gilda's Club Kentucky.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good
Welcome
to be here.
to you.
Thank you.
So tell us about, that is right there an animated version or animated and cartoon version of Gilda Radner.
Yeah,
right?
she's actually a paper doll. So
paper doll.
Yes, there is a whole collection of really cool paper dolls of Gilda Radner from SNL. So we try to use those wherever we can. And she just so happens to have one where she's in her prom dress.
For people who don't know, Gilda's Club, Gilda Radner, what's that connection
Yeah,
there?
so Gilda's Club is a free cancer support community. We do psychosocial support for individuals living with cancer. So that means the importance of being in community as part of your healing journey. Gilda Radner had ovarian cancer and passed away from that many years ago. In the light of her death, though, her family and her friends, her therapist, Joanna Bull, her brother, and her husband, of course, the Gene Wilder, came together to create Gilda's Club. So the first location was in New York City. We're all over the country and the world even now with our larger network of cancer support communities. So we're really happy to be here. And we always try to honor her legacy, how often we can bring her up and include her in our support system.
So a senior prom, who's invited, and also what are we supposed to wear?
Yeah. So everyone's invited. We're calling it senior prom since this is something that other organizations have done before. A lot of retirement communities host senior proms as a way to involve their community. Some populations don't get to do the same things that we did when we were younger, and why not? Let's just have it for all ages. So we're inviting everyone, young and old, regardless of how many times you've been to prom, if you ever went, or if you're not quite there yet. And then, of course, honoring Gilda's as well within that. The character you see on the flyer is her character Lisa Loopner. So if you ever saw the Nerds Prom sketch on SNL back in, I believe, 79, we're kind of leaning into that. So we've got a lot of members who went to prom maybe back in the 70s, 80s, 90s, wherever that was, and they want to do a little bit of a throwback. So we're encouraging people to wear what you would have worn to prom, or maybe what your mom would have worn to prom, or even something you would have worn to prom. I've got folks that didn't get to go to their senior prom, and so they're really excited to go dress shopping, maybe even to buy something new to, try to dress up, or wear something vintage, lean into the theme and the time of year and the honor of Gilda's memory.
So what can we expect there? Music, dancing, food?
Yes, we have a live band. So their little local band, the Third Street Garage Band, is going to play for us.
Right.
We've been calling them lovingly a dad band. They're like a garage band.
Hey,
they play yacht rock.
I know all about that.
It's going to be great. So they are volunteering. They're playing live for us. We're super grateful. We'll also have some light refreshments. We're going to do karaoke as well. So if dancing is not really your thing and you want to kind of take a step back, you can go do some karaoke. And then we're going to do corsages and boutonnieres so everyone can feel like they're dressed up to their fullest extent.
So that is during spring break, and we're trying to do these little mini trips with our daughter.
Yeah.
So Halen and my house, we have 10 furry family members.
Okay.
10. And so I will do a little mini trip with Olive, and Jason will do a little mini trip with Olive just to kind of trade off. But I'm trying to figure this out because, one, that girl loves to dress up and dance. And she loves karaoke.
Yeah.
And again, it's all ages.
All ages.
And what's the cost?
It's completely free.
Yeah.
Everything Gilda's Club does is always completely free. That is a huge part of our mission. So this is a great way to get to know Gilda's Club. Maybe you don't need all of our support right now. Maybe you know somebody who does. Whatever connection you have or potential connection you have, we want to invite you into our space, get to know us a little bit as neighbors, but also as a constant support in the community. We're here whenever you need us.
What about for you? Why Gilda's?
I've been a part of Gilda's Club for a very long time. That was something that was important to me as a young child, and I just really enjoyed volunteering with them. And now I'm really grateful as an adult to get to work in that organization. Our expansion in Southern Indiana is fairly new. We've been, of course, supporting Southern Indiana members for many, many years now, but having physical locations here has been a great way to be in the community. And as a resident, it's awesome. I can walk to the office. I could walk here if it wasn't so raining today. But it's great to be in that community. And as you all know, Southern Indiana and New Albany, Floyd County, all of these spaces, it's very connected. People love to know each other, and they love to help out, and they love to share in that community. So we're trying to be here, we're trying to be present, and we're trying to invite people into that group.
Do you know what you're wearing?
I do know what I'm wearing. I have two options now, though, because this weekend I actually went to Nitty Gritty. So that's in Louisville. I'll give some shout outs to some places over here if we'd like. But fantastic place to get vintage prom dresses. So now I've got a second dress, and I've got to decide which one. But I do have my mom's prom dress from '85.
Do you really?
So it fits. I think I might wear that.
You could just switch it out halfway.
I could. Costume change. Yeah.
Did you wear anything epic?
Hey, guess what? I didn't go to senior prom. So
Tell
maybe
us
I
more.
need to. I think I was in between girlfriends, So, but I did party after it.
I
was the one that had all the beer in the trunk to go to the hotel after it. Don't do that, kids.
Don't do that. No.
Wait, that is underage. You should never do that, kids.
No, never ever. It's EXTOL Unfiltered.
It was a different time back then.
Yeah, it's
90s.
It's EXTOL Unfiltered. So Oh,
It was the 90s.
We had a very different high school experience. We did. We just did.
I still had fun prom night. I just didn't go to the prom.
I mean, you can continue. I'll listen all day long. Gina weighed in and said, I love my Gilda's Club, the main one on Grinstead. Again, you just have to go there. I mean, it's even down to I'm going to try to paint a picture, but the shelves with like the pottery of the sponsors, instead of, in your face, it's like, it's both beautiful and artistic and also so comforting. Every detail is just wonderful. But Gina said the main one on Grinstead and now in Clark and Floyd County are awesome for anyone going through cancer, has gone through it, and it's great support for the family too.
Yes. Yeah, we support the entire family. So whether you have cancer, you love someone with cancer, you've lost someone to cancer, or you've lived through cancer, whatever stage you're at, or if you love somebody in that situation, we want to support the entire family.
Okay. So once again, that up there, you can call the number, the 502-583-0075, or visit gok.org to register. And again, it's free.
Yeah, completely free.
For all ages, 4 to 6 p.m. coming up on Friday, March 20th.
Soon.
And we'll see if Halen wears 1 or 2 of her prom dresses.
I'm going for the costume change.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like the costume change. Okay, we've got that up on there. We're not done quite yet, but one of the things that we always love to do is to be able to see where in the world does our creative director, Adam Kleiner, take us. So this is today's episode of Art with Adam.
Welcome back to Art with Adam. I'm going to travel across southern Indiana, finding inspiration in its beautiful places and people. Our first stop is one that, before, I was not really familiar with. The Rosie the Riveter statue in Clarksville, Indiana, can be found along the Ohio River Greenway. Rose Will Monroe, a single mother, was a riveter in an aircraft factory during World War II. After the war, she settled in Clarksville, where she remarried, acquired a pilot's license, and ran her own construction company, all while continuing to raise her children. The landscape where the statue sits is an artist's dream. The Louisville skyline as its backdrop makes this landmark a must-see on any trip to southern Indiana, whether you live in the area or in for a visit. If you have a location you'd like us to visit, we would love to hear about it. And if you see me out painting, make sure to stop by and say hello. Can't wait to see where we head next as I paint my way through southern Indiana.
Oh, I love that. Okay, we're bringing Gilda's senior prom back up there. By the way, I'm going to take this, Ben, and we're going to throw this banner up to make sure we have a little correction. It's GCK, not GOK. So Gilda's senior prom, Friday, March 20th, 4 to 6. It's free, all ages. Call 502-583-0075 or visit GCK.
I think we've talked about events
.org.
that take you every weekend into April. So this weekend's the comic festival at the Radisson. Also Tailspin Ale Fest, which I love to go to every year. It's a good time at Bowman Field.
Yes.
The weekend after that is the St. Patrick's Parade, I'll be a judge, one of 3 judges at St. Patrick's Parade. That's March 14th.
And that's a huge, huge event in Louisville.
Oh, it's Kentucky
Huge
and the whole
event.
entire area. I mean,
They do that.
maybe over 100,000 people
The
are out
St.
there.
Patrick's Day Parade is,
We used to take our kids out
oh
there.
my gosh.
Lots of good memories.
Huge.
So then that following weekend, the Friday is March 20th, which is Gilda's prom.
Yes.
The following weekend, we just talked about that, Phillies Derby,
Yes.
March 28th. The following weekend, April 4th, is Jessica's Journey Foundation benefit concert at Melwood Arts Center. And then right after that is the KDF. And Thunder Over Louisville, April 18th. So every weekend, we've just talked about.
And then, I mean, the Thursday before, the Thursday of Thunder Weekend is St. Elizabeth Catholic Charities big gala. I mean, you're talking 700 people. And I MC that, and it's actually my last year emceeing it.
So,
I've done it.
If you've had cabin fever, there's a lot going on.
There's so much. There's so much to do. Not to mention that the weather is getting really nice, and people will be getting outdoors.
Temperatures are getting a lot better.
Yeah, they definitely are. I want to put Lisa's comment that was up there. She just watched the Art with Adam video with us. She said, cool, I didn't know that statue, which is Rosie the Riveter, was there. And what an amazing story about Rosie. I didn't know. That's what I love about Art with Adam. Adam
He does a
Kleiner
great job
teaches
researching that. Yeah.
He sure does.
Very interesting.
And speaking of other things that are happening, April is Autism Awareness Month, and Adam always paints pictures, asks people to send in pictures, and then he will paint their child's picture during
that's
that
awesome.
and share the story. So we'll be talking about that in the coming
Cool.
days.
Yep.
All right, Ben, we talked about, so many different events including we had Shannon Adkins, who's the president of the Phillies Derby Ball coming up March 28th. And then we talked about Gilda's senior prom, and that's gck.org. And that's coming up on March 20th. Anything else you want to tell us about your senior prom?
No, I think I should have filtered myself earlier, but
I love it.
I'm going to leave it at that.
I love it. Oh, my goodness.
How was your senior prom?
So I actually still have my dress. My mom made it.
You
My
could go
mom-
you could go in that.
My mom made it. I have homecoming was more of my thing.
Yeah.
And I regret, I don't think we still have it. I regret that when I was homecoming queen, that dress I loved so much. I wish like I could see Olive wearing
Yeah,
it because it kind of had, I don't know if this will make any sense to you. I don't know if Hannah, it was around, but like I call it the Little Bo Peep look, where it's like some of the people who dress their kids, it's got the layers, the
Kind of
multiple
poofs out?
Yes, but the multiple layers, like that look that came back. So I wish that I had that because I'd love to see Olive
You
in
said
that.
your mom made the prom dress. I mean, the
Yeah, she
prices
did.
on these new prom dresses is kind of appalling. So
Get ready.
we would just buy already
Well,
used prom dresses that look just the same.
absolutely,
And we've
but
sold them, and
well, like House of K is, I mean, that's a dream store. Like, I mean, Brittany Knable is amazing. Shannon was talking about that for the Phillies ball. I mean, just amazing. And I love here in New Albany, and you know, obviously there are other places to shop, but people are so supportive of one another. Mariposa sells vintage and thrift. Like I love, and everything is always just such great condition, whether it's gently used or new.
Yeah.
And so she has.
I mean,
prom
thrifting is
dresses.
so popular right now, which I think is great.
It's one of my.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites, but I'm working very hard on the one in, one out, one
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
one out. It's hard, Ben. It's hard. It's a struggle. It's
What's
a
also
struggle.
popular, like all my son and daughters and their friends, they will go to different thrift shops and they know the brands that are popular.
Yes.
So they'll try to find it for $5 and then they sell it on a website. And so they're all hustling these days.
Smarty pants. Smarty pants. It is losing. I'm losing the name of it. If any of you remember it, what's the thrift
Depop?
store? Is
That's
that the one in
online
Jeff?
thing, yeah.
What's the thrift store in Jeffersonville? Oh my goodness, Todd Prinz just went there.
I know there's Borden Bargains, but I don't know.
No, they moved from a smaller place to a bigger location. Oh my goodness, I'm losing the name of it, but
Ben's
no.
Bargains.
Oh my goodness.
And if you want to be a sponsor of Ben's Bargains, we're right here.
Right. Ben's Bargains is fun. I finally went there for the first time.
you?
Yes. Is it perfect?
If you know in the comments, let us know.
I know it because they just moved into a new place, but our videographer, Todd Prinz, went there. I think it was him. It was either him or Colin. And just talked about, I mean, just how absolutely amazing it is there. So looking forward to seeing that. All right, Ben, throwing up your 7-day forecast one more time. I cannot with the 77.
Yeah, obviously a little gross out there today. Chilly rain. We've had a little sleet mixing in over parts of southern Indiana. Up towards Carrollton, Kentucky, I saw a little snow on the ground. So it's been a little bit of a wintry mix north of 64, but not seeing any major problems from that. Mostly just some wet roads and some lower to mid 40s this afternoon. So just stay bundled up for today. But after that, spring-like conditions, 60s and 70s on the way, but daily rain chances. I don't think every day is going to be a washout by any means, but just keep some of that rain gear handy just in case. But this is definitely a lot more like, I would say, kind of like April, early May weather pattern instead of March. So we're kind of jumping ahead here over the next. This could last a couple of weeks, this kind of warmer than normal pattern.
I'm okay with
I'm
okay
digging
with
it.
that. And once more, congrats.
Congrats to the Lady Braves. Borden winning state in 1A Saturday in basketball. And then right down the road, Eastern High School. Congratulations to the Musketeers in Eastern High School there in Eastern Washington County. They also won 2A state. So I think that the rare stat I think I heard, because I think Eastern won it a couple years ago. So these two schools have won 3 out of the 4 years
Oh,
state.
wow.
and they're like right next to each other. So
Okay, that's awesome. And of course, our intern from Prosser and Borden High School, McKenna Mullen, was pictured in there as well. So we're excited.
she is a rock star.
And proud. Ben at 10 starts at 10. We're going to get you on time.
15 minutes. We'll see you there.
15 minutes. All right. Have a great rest of your Monday. We'll be back next week talking about some.
March 9th.
Yes. I think Ben Peine is going to be our special guest, talking about some big things in his life. So we'll see you then. Have a great week.